Hey guys,
Hey!
this is your Week 16 League Manager's Note. I'm the commissioner of the league. Week 16, the final week. We're joined here by the champion, Mr. Joel Gibson,
Heyo.
and Mr. CJ Ross. Last week before playoffs, guys. Excitement!
Woo!
Oh, man. Oh, that was rehearsed and everything. I even did the... Okay. Anyway.
You went for it.
I went for it, and I came up short. So getting right into this week's matchups, we'll start with the champs matchup here.
Yeah.
Adam right now is the number 4 seed, and he just took a 10-1 thrashing to Joel Gibson.
Did he set his lineups?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Jokic went out there. He done did it again. This team is good. James Harden is now active again on my team. Chris Dunn finally, after being out indefinitely, but listed as day-to-day, can go to my IR and be saved for the playoffs.
Excellent. We're so excited for you and Chris Dunn.
Thank you. His fractured teeth are coming.
Bake that extra tone.
Next one is, just for the record, Adam is still the number 4. You're the number 1. You continue that monster win streak. You go up to 14-1.
14
And Adam moves to 9-4.
Yep.
Wait. Sorry. 9-6. Not 9-4. I apologize. There's 15. This is week 15. I should do
Apology
better than
accepted.
that. Next matchup, we have Simmons beating down on Cody.
Uh-oh.
Simmons moves to 11-4. This clinches him the number 3 spot. Even if he loses, it won't matter because of Adam's loss. So,
Yeah.
congratulations to Simmons. We can finally say he's the number 3.
Yeah.
Fine.
He's locked it in.
He's locked it in. Cody moves to 5-10. He is eliminated from the playoffs.
Tough luck.
Tough luck.
That's really rough.
Moving on, and
Sorry,
speaking of tough luck, let's talk about this team. Let's talk about Matt Hobart beating Doug this week to move to 9-6. Matt has 9 wins. Matt has 9 wins.
His best season. His best season ever, maybe.
His best season ever. And he lost Boogie. That's a shame. Doug moves to 7-8. He's still holding on to that number 8 spot below 500. He has been right there, I feel like, every week, right at 500. Or close to.
Yeah. Matt also lost Conley for the year.
Yeah, Conley's out for the year. We'll see what happens there. Moving on to the next one. We've got CJ taking an 8-3 spanking to the number 12 team ranked, Mr. Kyle Bainey. How do you feel number 11 losing to number 12?
Good job, Kyle. I tanked, and you got it, brother. Marky Mark went out and got the triple-double. Didn't mean anything, so go Marky Mark.
Did not matter.
Did not matter.
I would argue that Kyle's team is looking markedly better than it was earlier in the season.
I agree. Kyle is firming up his keepers, getting a little bit better idea there. So starting to build for next year. We'll see how the offseason goes for him. Moving on, we have Neiman beating Eric 8-1. Eric moves to 7-8, and he's still the 7 spot. Neiman moves to 9-6, tied with Adam. Interestingly, Adam has the tiebreaker by a tie. 5-5-1 tie. Adam was at home, took the win over Neiman. Could be the difference between a 4 and 5 seed depending this week's matchups.
Unbelievable.
The last matchup, and personally my sweetest win of the year, comes from Mr. Stephen Thornhill. I win 7-3-1. It was glorious to watch him tank right in front of me. I loved it. He came out, was 5-0, and I was just like, you all wait. And then I came back, and I was the one that snuffed the torch. All right? Good night. All that being said, Steven could theoretically make the playoffs this And if it happens, it'll be incredible. I will lose my shit. So if Steven still makes it in, good luck on that front. But, boy, a collapse. And that makes the number 2 team this week. The 2 highest draft selections had the most first-round picks.
Yeah.
Tanked this year. We said that
Out
last
of the
week.
playoffs.
Just out of the playoffs. Doesn't bode well for tankers. We're going to find out. I might be the greatest tanker of all time. I'm going to nominate myself at the end of next season. Greatest tanksman of all time.
We will see. You gotta do it first.
Yeah, you're gonna get.
Let's
fucking
see what
wrecked
you
next
do
season.
with all your 8th round picks.
I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give it to him, and I'm going to get that 8th round spot. I'm saying it now. I'm announcing it now. The next year, I'm getting the 8th round spot. I'm coming for you, numbers 9 through 12. You are my targets next year. All that being said, I'm the number 2 seed. I got my 10th win for the 4th straight season. Beautiful, beautiful things happening.
Fuck
Brandon,
you.
if you are the 8th seed next year, just know I will be waiting for you. First round of the playoffs
You're not
to
gonna-
beat you the fuck down
You're not gonna be
again.
the first. You're not gonna be the first seed next year, Joel.
I'm calling
Excellent.
my shot.
That would be nuts. I'll meet you in the first round of the playoffs next year, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a date.
Championship to first round. Calling it.
It's a date. All right, so moving on, we'll get into next week's matchups. The positions of 2 seed, 4 seed, 5 seed, 6 seed, 7 seed, and 8 seed are up for grabs this week. Just based on a few matchups. You and Simmons are the only ones locked in. This is the last week of the season, and we still have 6 seeds up for grabs. Incredible. So getting right into it, we'll start out with Simmons' matchup against Kyle.
Sure.
This doesn't mean anything. Win or lose or draw, Simmons is the 3. Kyle's still out of the playoffs. Second matchup is a little bit more interesting. We have the champ here going against Neiman. We'll do your matchup.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll pick between Simmons and Kyle. I pick Simmons.
Simmons.
Excellent. And then we'll get right into the champs matchup. First playoff implication here is for Neiman. Neiman, if he loses, is going to be either the 4, 5, or 6 seed, dependent. If he wins and I lose, he does have a pathway to the number 2 seed this week. So if Neiman wins and I lose, Neiman gets the 2. That's important to know. Neiman has kept pace with me the whole time and wins. He's one behind me. He has the tiebreaker with me. So that's the first playoff implication. What are your thoughts about Neiman's chances of winning this week?
He shored up his team. The trade deadline it was kind to him.
He opened up his cap as well. Huge
Yeah.
move. Got to admit, he's coming on strong here late in the end of the season as well. So
Yeah. And Russell Westbrook is he is a force. I feel good about my team. But I'm locked in at where I'm at.
who are you gonna pick here, CJ?
For who?
Neiman and Joel.
Oh, Joel.
Joel.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Joel. I'm a little bit biased this week only because I want that 2 seed assured. Who knows what will happen between me and Matt Hobart.
I will say though, if Neiman gets the triple double, it could be a sticky situation for Joel. Could be a 5-5-1 tie.
Fortunately, I have a lot of triple-double threats.
Barely.
James Harden, Nikola Jokic, Chris Middleton, Chris Paul. We'll get it to you.
Am I to understand you'll be picking yourself?
I'm
then,
picking
champ?
myself. Yep. I'm going to keep the greatest winning streak of all time going.
Okay. That is an opinion. Moving on. The next matchup we have is Eric at Adam. Adam right now is the number 4 seed. Neiman is the 5 seed. And Matthew is the 6 seed. Okay? That's where we stand right now. Eric, if he beats Adam, Adam could fall as far as 6. And Eric could not move up. He is only going to 7 no matter what. Eric has really nothing to play for.
Yep.
He can't. Pardon me. He cannot move up a spot. He can move down a spot.
Well,
just so everybody understands, Adam, hard loss to the champ. I'm going to pick Adam to take it at home.
yeah, I'm gonna pick Adam too. He made a couple moves as well.
Yeah, I got Fournier late there. He also moved some of his Lakers a couple weeks ago there to Cody. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes for him. Who do you have there?
Pick Adam.
Adam as well. So it looks like we're gonna. That's our prediction? Adam is the 4 seed then,
Yeah.
because a win puts him at 4 no matter what happens.
Sorry, Eric.
The playoff picture is filling in very nicely. The next one we have here is going to be CJ's home against Doug. Now, I'm going to also discuss Cody away versus Steven because this is where it gets interesting. If CJ can beat Doug, and if Steven beats Cody, which is doable, Steven will get into the playoffs, and Doug will not. Dun dun dun.
I might not have any cap left, but I'm still coming, Doug. I'm coming for you.
So it will be interesting. Dave could carry Doug to the playoffs. Steven, despite tanking, still has a chance in the playoffs to play Joel as the number 8 seed. So it looks like here you're likely going to play Doug or Steven. Do you have a preference, number 1 seed?
Both are pretty beat. And credit to them. I mean, they got value for their players.
Yep, Doug picking up Dame. He's going to be big next year. He's going to have Zinger and Dame together. So shout out to that. It gets a special mention.
Yeah.
Any preference? Or
I kind of want it to be Doug just because he's my only loss of the year.
Oh, so you want to take him to Pound Town again?
Again.
I kind of just want to do it to him for a month to right the wrong.
To right the wrong?
Sorry, man. Just
all
set
right.
things straight.
I see. I am going to pick Doug over CJ here. CJ's out of free agent money. I think Doug could easily just cycle and win this.
Yeah.
Next one is Cody and Steven.
I'm going to say it. I have Kobe Bryant on my roster, Doug. And he's coming.
All right, he does have Kobe Bryant. Moving back to Cody at Steven. If Steven plays all of his players, I'll be interested to see. Cody is still putting up numbers despite... Cody could play spoiler and put Steven out for good.
Yeah. Well, if Steven doesn't play his players, then...
Right. I will pick Steven if he plays his players.
It's kind of KD versus Steph. Steph had 40... What was it? 46?
46,
Yeah.
49?
Yeah, Steph's heating up.
So, I don't know.
Cody trying to get 5 wins.
If
It's an
Steven
underdog,
plays,
so-
I like Steven's team.
Excellent. Another
I'm
vote.
going to pick Steven.
Steven as well. So it looks like Doug, the pressure is on Doug to beat CJ. He's the only thing standing in his way.
I'm still standing.
Yeah. Okay, anyway. The last matchup is going to be my matchup against Matthew Hobert. I'm the home team. Matthew Hobert, understand that I could beat you. I might beat you. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But Matt losing Boogie pretty big. He dropped JJ from his IR to put Boogie on his IR. Conley is still out. Matthew could either be the 6 and play Simmons, or if he beats me, he could be the 4 or the 5. Likely the 5, I believe, if Adam wins. So that would put Neiman at the 6 to play Simmons.
I picked up JJ Redick.
CJ has picked up JJ Redick, so that player's no more on the wire. We're going to see how this goes. I think if I have to win, I'm going to win. End of the day. But I will take strategic moves to pit who I believe the strongest opponent is versus one of my arch nemesis.
There's a lot of S's.
All right.
Yep. There's a lot of S's in Simmons as well.
Excellent.
I'm sending a message. Who do you have in this matchup?
Well, clearly you're the better team. I think Matt's got your number because you're gonna sit guys.
Oh, that's a bold statement, my friend. That you, sir. Wow, collusion.
Well, if you decide to play, it'll be you. But if you sit players, I hope Matt gives it to you, and then
This is the most unprecise pick I've ever heard. Smoke and mirrors, my friends.
I don't know.
Smoke and mirrors. Am I gonna win? Who knows? Maybe I'm just waiting. Maybe I'm just gonna play my big men and hope for the best. Play the towers and go right at it. With all that being said, I will read the commissioner's list for the final week of the season. Congratulations. 16 weeks have already gone by. 4 months
Unbelievable.
have already gone by. It seems like it's flown by, it really has.
Yeah.
Kyle is still number 12, though. That is the one thing that hasn't changed in all of these months. CJ is number 11. I will give credit to Kyle for beating CJ, but he does have one more win than you, and he's also not playing Simmons this week. Cody, if you can beat Steven this week, you will move up to 5 wins, which means absolutely nothing. You stay at 10, my friend. Number 9, I have Steven. I think he's going to be on the outside looking in here, even if he can beat Cody, as we've talked about. CJ doesn't have any money, and Doug, why not? Why not? He's got Dame. Dame's used to be in an 8 seed. Why not? The number 7 seed, I have picked as Eric. I think that he's going to lose and stay at the 7. He'll play the number 2 in the first round, which is hopefully me. And let me tell you, if it is me, Eric, there's nothing more on this planet that I am going to enjoy than beating you 3 times this season after you did it to me last season. I am a man, and I will come out and say I lost 3 times last year, but I'm righting a lot of wrongs this year, and you're the first one, my friend. See you first round.
if you play your players.
Moving on, we have number 6. I have Matthew here. I have him ranked as number 6. He has a pretty tough opponent this week. We're going to see how it goes. I have him as 6, but he could end higher. I did want to put Adam and Neiman at the 4 and 5 spot, mainly because Neiman has been on a fiery hot streak, and Adam, all he has to do is beat Eric. So I have it going Adam, Neiman, and then Matthew, 4, 5, 6. The top 3 to end your 2017-2018 season. Number 3 is Simmons. Congratulations. Bronze medal. Well done. The number 2 seed goes to your commissioner, Mr. Modest. Silver medal. Congratulations. Thank you. Excellent. And the gold medal and the number 1 seed, the best first round, first seed, number 1 seed, best record, only 1 loss, your champ, Mr. Joel Gibson.
It's a dog.
I fluff his feathers here because this is the last few weeks he has with that trophy. I hope he enjoys it. My name will be going on it shortly. We will see you all next week as we talk about the playoffs. Good luck to everyone. Oh, I will post. The champion has something to say.
Champion does have something to say. Doug and I were talking. Next week is Super Bowl Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I have off. I don't know. You have off.
I always have off on weekends.
I don't know what your plans are.
I have drone.
You have, oh shit. Well, we were talking about getting together, trying to do something for the Super Bowl. So, I figured this is as good a time as any to put it out there. No plans set in motion yet, but we should get something rolling.
I agree. I would personally request Doug. His place is always the best place, I think, to watch sporting events. It's pretty unanimous. I'm open to other locations, but if Doug is generous enough, that would be my selection.
Agreed.
Okay. Anything else from you, CJ?
Nope. See you guys next year.
Crazy trade deadline this week, guys.
Shit.
Just incredible. A lot of bottom teams sold out to the bigger teams to try to build for next year.
Chris Dunn was eligible to go to my IR.
Yes.
About
yes.
3 hours after the deadline.
Yes, and I'm glad you brought that up. The champ was locked down on the trade deadline. It was great. I loved it.
You guys were making moves. I had already made all mine.
We're ready.
In the draft.
I think we're ready. I would like everyone to send a get well soon card to Vucevic. He's almost ready.
Mm.
Anything else, champ?
Coming for you.
Next week's playoffs. Well, not for you. Bye, guys.
That was a dick move. Well, not for you. Fuck you, man.